Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. Today I want to talk about why you can't stop thinking about your ex. You may have heard it said that rejection causes obsession, and that's true. When someone rejects us, we can't stop thinking about them. We're obsessed with them. They occupy the majority of our thoughts. That's reason number one. Reason number two is that as a reaction to fear, your mind goes into figure it out mode. And when your mind is in this mode, this figure it out mode, this distracts you from feeling the fear. See how clever the brain is? It's trying to protect you. It's trying to protect you from feeling the fear. And finally, the third reason, and this may sound strange, is because it actually feels good. As I've talked about before, we're all connected on an energy level. And so since your ex is no longer with you physically, you're able to still feel them if you think about them. And so it's your way, your mind's way of connecting with your ex, even though they're not physically present. So how do you stop thinking about your ex? Well, first of all, you have to want to. Because if one of the reasons why you're thinking about your ex so much is because it feels good, then you're obviously not going to want to stop. However, if you're getting sick of constantly thinking about your ex and being unable to stop, there are some things you can do. Number one on the list is meditation. Now, I know a lot of people are resistant to it. As soon as they hear meditation, it's like, oh. But there are a lot of great meditation apps out these days. I recommend Headspace. And you can even start with just a 1-minute meditation. That's it, 1 minute, 60 seconds. You can do it. Meditation allows you to be more self-aware, more mindful of your thoughts. And if you're mindful of your thoughts, then you have more control over them. Because otherwise, your thoughts control you, which means that you are basically your mind's bitch. And I don't know about you, but I'm not interested in being anybody's bitch, least of all my mind. So you want to be able to control your mind and what you're thinking, and meditation helps with that. And coupled with meditation is yoga. They're both great for helping you to become more mindful. Now there is another way that I'm going to discuss today, and this is actually from a comment that a guy left, and here it goes. He says, "My ex broke up with me around the end of January, and I begged and pleaded." What else is new? Even went to see her for Valentine's Day. Which I regret now. Yeah. I did no contact for 2 weeks, and she texted me saying, "I miss you," just when I started doing other stuff. Of course. I replied, but she said, "We're not getting back together." So that makes me wonder, well, what exactly did you say? Because did she just all of a sudden out of the blue say, "Oh, by the way, we're not getting back together"? Did you ask? So I got depressed and down all over again, and I felt like no one would ever love me like she did. And that's a lie that your mind tells you. And even thought that no one would find me attractive like she did, which was dumb on my part. Again, that's another lie that the mind tells you. I've been in no contact since, and I've been going to the gym, got a new haircut, grew my beard, and just keeping myself on point. Good for you. And now I have girls flirt with me, and I even just found out that a coworker has a crush on me. Woohoo! Which pumps my confidence even more after it was destroyed with the breakup. Yes, self-esteem and confidence plummets with breakup because we give the other person way too much power. Just because someone broke up with you doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means that the combination of the two of you didn't work. So you really have to watch your confidence and your self-esteem because that affects everything you do. Don't let someone else mess that up for you. I honestly don't even think about my ex anymore like I did, and I was with her for 2 years. So there you go. That's because he's now focused on himself. Instead of thinking about his ex, it's now more about self-love rather than the ex that he still loves and can't let go of. So hopefully if you are thinking about your ex too much, because I know you're not going to stop thinking about them, you will try these things that I've talked about, the meditation, the yoga, and just self-love and working on yourself. If you have any questions or comments, or you would like private coaching with me, you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening to this on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, thank you for subscribing. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.